My 6-year-old convinced his entire class that I am a professional wrestler on weekends. His teacher asked for my autograph at parent-teacher conference before I could explain that my championship belt is actually my fantasy football trophy and my wrestling name is just what my son calls me when I chase him around the house. When my phone rang during an important client meeting, I almost ignored it, but seeing my son's elementary school on caller ID, I stepped out to answer. Mr. Walker, this is Miss Patel from Oak Ridge, Ackerving. There is no emergency, but could you possibly come in today? It's about Tommy's show and tell presentation. Tommy was a sweet, imaginative first grader with a flair for storytelling. I figured he'd brought something inappropriate parent or maybe the dead beetle collection he'd been curating in our garage when I arrived at the school. Miss Pato greeted me with an odd expression, putar somewhere between amusement and confusion. Thank you for coming so quickly. Before we talk to Tommy, I have to ask, are you actually the Demolisher? I blinked at her. Am I what? The Demolisher? Tommy's show until today was about your professional wrestling career? My jaw dropped. I don't watch wrestling. I've never even been to a live match. Miss Patel continued, barely containing her smile. He showed the class photos of you holding your championship belt and explained how you are a famous wrestler who fights on weekends in a secret arena. The championship belt immediately clicked to last year's gaudy fantasy football trophy sitting on our mantle, complete with fake gold plates and my team name, the Demolishers, engraved on it. He told everyone your wrestling name is Daddy Sider and that you wear a mask so none of his friends recognize you at school events. I stifled a laugh. Daddy Sider was what I called myself during our living room roughhousing sessions where I chased Tommy around making monster noises. Miss Patel, I am an accountant. I've never wrestled professionally. That championship belt is my fantasy football trophy. Before she could respond, the classroom door opened and 21st graders poured into the hallway for bathroom break. When they spotted me, the entire line froze. One boy shouted, and suddenly I was surrounded by 6-year-olds asking for autographs. Do the battle cry, a little girl with pigtails demanded. Show us your muscles, another child called out. Tommy pushed through the crowd, beaming with pride. See, I told you my dad is famous. Miss Patel tried to restore order, but the damage was done. I was officially a celebrity. During the ensuing parent-teacher conference, we called Tommy in to explain. His lower lip trembled as I gently explained that Daddy wasn't actually a professional wrestler, but you have the golden belt. And Mom always says you were watching your wrestling friends on Sundays, he protested. That's fantasy football, buddy, and the belt is just a trophy for winning our league. What about when you pick me up and spin me around and make the loud noises? That's just us playing, Tommy. I am not a real wrestler. His disappointment was heartbreaking. The way he said accountant turned like it was the most boring word in the universe. Perrin made both Miss Patel and me burst out laughing. Tell you what, I said, kneeling to his level. I may not be a professional wrestler, but I am still the undefeated heavyweight champion of bedtime stories and pancake making, and that's way more important. He considered this for a moment. Can I still call you Daddy Eistizer at home? Absolutely. The wrestling rumors eventually died down at school, but not before several parents approached me at drop-off with knowing smiles and whispered, your secret's safe with us? Last week, Tommy had another show and tell. This time he brought my actual business card and proudly explained how I destroy tax problems and body slam bad investments. Miss Patel sent me a photo of his presentation with a note. The Demolisher has rebranded, much more age appropriate. Sometimes being your child's hero doesn't require a championship belt parent, but it doesn't hurt to keep playing along with the legend.